Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Women's Intuition. You already know who it is. It's your girl Taylor.
And it's your other girl, Lex.
And we are on episode 7.
Ooh,
I be feeling myself when I know the episode. Look at us.
Last episode wasn't 7?
I don't know, but we're here. And it's either 7 or 8.
Right.
But welcome back to the show, guys.
If it's 8, I'm going to name this episode Trying to Get 8.
Ooh, I thought you was going to say 6, 7, 8. Or 7, 8,
6?
6.
How does the joke 7, 8, 9?
Oh, okay, 7, 8, 9. Okay,
Either
gotcha.
way,
Either way, thank y'all for tuning in. And again, thank y'all to our new subscribers for tuning in and listening with us. We really appreciate y'all.
We do. So what's new with you?
What is new? I feel like I haven't been here in a week and a half. Nothing really. I feel like I'm just enjoying my little off break with kickball. We had a Halloween party this weekend.
Yes.
Bitch, I was drunk. I feel like I haven't really been that lit in a long time.
So you had a good time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I feel like the vibes and I feel like when you the right amount of like drunk, it's always a good night.
Yeah.
Like if you're not over drunk or like under drunk, I feel like you go home and you wake up like, okay, I didn't overdo it.
And I think the company too. Like I always make fun of y'all for it being a Stevenson reunion, but being able to get lit, I'm sure with people that you're comfortable, that you've known for years, like that you're comfortable with. It's just I'm sure it's a nice vibe. Like,
and I think that's the first time in a long time that I had like all of my best friends in one room, like one space. My godchildren's mother, her husband just moved back, so like that's exciting. I get to see my godkids a little more. I'm actually taking them to the pumpkin patch this weekend, so
you're really
yeah, I'm excited about that.
So just you and the kids, or you're coming with the family?
No, I'm taking them, but they want to come too. So they keep asking me, God, mommy, when we going to the pumpkin patch?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got y'all. So
that is so cute.
But yeah, other than that, what you been up to, girl?
Well, I co-hosted a Halloween party that I'm so happy to hear.
Shout out, y'all. Lex did that though. Them decorations.
You know, when I tell y'all, I was so worried that I didn't do enough.
Like, you did enough.
I was like, I could have had caution tape, more spider webs, more this. And so when I walked in and people were really like, Lex, like you did really good. I'm like, bro, y'all don't know how stressed. I went by Krispy Kreme trying to get like one of those Halloween dozens so I could walk in with something that was all sold out.
Damn.
And then I was like, I should have got more candy, but you saw what I was wearing. I was not about to go into the store wearing what the fuck I was wearing to get some candy. So when I pulled up and everyone liked it, I was super hype about the fog machine.
I missed that.
Unfortunately, we turned on the fog machine, and for the first 20 seconds, it was lit. Everyone was like, wow. Them smoke alarms started going off.
Damn.
And kept going off. Even after we turned it off and aired it out, it went off at least 4 times in 1 hour.
Where you get a smoke machine from? A fog machine. You ordered on Amazon?
Yeah, I did. Look at me trying to be all mysterious.
Right. I was about to say, Micah had one.
No, from Amazon. Y'all, I'm so upset. Now I'm like, well, now what I'm going to do with it? Like,
you can just keep it.
I guess
we might can do something else. Like next year, have another one or something like that.
But I'm like, where can I do it? It's going to have to be outside or something, or good ventilation, because no matter what, I would want to use it inside to contain the fog, but I never thought about smoke alarms. So now I'm like, damn, well, should have thought that through. But no, that's been lit. I'm excited. Honestly, October was a really good month for me. And I know that this is going to be airing the first week of November. So I know you're happy. That's closer to December. But October was really good. And I just want to throw that out there. I'm going to One Music Fest tomorrow. I was supposed to go 2 days, but I think I'm just going to the one. So I'm going to miss my husband on Sunday, Chief Keef. But just knowing we're in the same city, I'm going to be happy. I think I'm going to sell my second day pass. But I'm excited about that. And yeah, do you have any intuitions this week?
Intuition. You know what? My intuition would be to follow your intuition.
Okay.
That was my intuition, to make sure I follow my intuition for the week. And I just feel like your intuition never going to steer you wrong. So whether it's like something about the job or anything, I'm just going to always make sure I follow my intuition.
Okay. Mine is telling me, I think it's time for me to get back into therapy. I think I always be thinking I know I've been through therapy and stuff like that. But I think that this time I want to go with a goal, and that's going to be conflict resolution. I've realized that I internalize conflict, I think, like, to my detriment, even other people's conflict. There's no reason I should be losing sleep over something that doesn't involve me.
Definitely not.
There's, if I think somebody's upset with me, sometimes they just need time and I'm panicking while they're just taking their time to figure things out. And I started realizing, like, Lex, maybe you should work on that. Also, bringing up issues to other people. I get so nervous. Like, when it comes to guys or, like, people I don't like, I don't have any problem with conflict. When it comes to family or friends, I don't know what it is. Like, I think that somebody's just going to not want to be my friend for me feeling a certain type of way. But, it's just, I be acting like a pussy, basically. And I don't want to be a pussy anymore. So I want to go to therapy so I can just fucking learn to talk to people and let people deal with their shit without making it about me, So
I agree.
that is my intuition. Like, you've witnessed it.
For
you have
sure. Bitch, this bitch be stressed. It be something I'm going through and she be like, I'm like, girl, I'm not even stressed. Like, I ain't lose not 1 ounce of sleep.
So I'm realizing I might need some help with
for
that,
sure.
clearly.
My other intuition, though, I have been taking working out very serious this week. And I don't know if it's because I got a little more free time, but I've been taking working out. I went to the mountain 2 to 3 times last week. And I was just really proud of myself because I've been like slacking, like I do have kickball, which keeps me active, but like that's not a workout, like I'm building and like doing what I need to do, which it helps my body. But sometimes you need a good ass workout, And so I'm trying to, get fine for my trip. So I'm like, I feel like, the mountain gon' do me right, do me good. And I'm on this little fast. So I'm just like, hopefully in like a couple weeks, I start seeing a little bit of results.
And I've seen you in your gym phases and you be going hard and it be for months at a time.
Yes.
So I feel like it's not. And you start looking forward to it. I feel like I never get to the point where I'm looking forward to it unless I'm going with somebody.
Yeah, and that's where I'm getting. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm, like, excited to go work out. Like, I remember, like, I was obsessed with the gym at one point. Like, obsessed with working out. Like, I want to get back to that, like, mindset. And that it's definitely a mindset, you know? So I definitely want to get back to that mindset. So that was my intuition as well.
Okay. All right, so let us go ahead and get into the first topic, and it's going to be me. So one thing I did leave out about what's been going on is I have a new coworker.
Okay.
And he is fine. Okay. And I don't even know if he's really fine. I'm like, if I was out in the wild, would I still like him? It's just the fact, y'all, there's never been anybody on my team except for...
He's a black man? Is that what it is?
Well, he's mixed. Look, so I'm over there minding my business. And Justin.
Okay.
Y'all, one of my favorite coworkers on my team used to work at Taylor's job, and she knows him. So he comes over to me, and he's just like, oh, my God, have you seen Steven? And I'm like, Steven? Who? Steven the Slab? I'm thinking somebody has a skeleton because we were talking about decorations, and I was introducing him to Cordelia. And I'm like, who has a skeleton? He's like, no, Steven, like our new team member. He sits next to me. And I'm like, oh, no, I haven't met him yet. Not thinking anything of it. Every time I have a new coworker, y'all, it's somebody white. It's somebody, just not.
Nobody you vibe with.
I'm just like, oh, okay. Or they're gay or like 12. So I'm like, whatever. And the 12. Way he kept looking, like Justin kept looking at me and I'm like, what? Is he cute? And he was like, and straight. I said, oh. And then I was like, is he white or black? He was like, mixed. I said, I gotta go see. I gotta
see for myself.
Because what kind of mix?
Yeah.
Is it like, and I'm thinking when he said mixed white and black, me being ignorant, it could have been any kind of mix. So I'm thinking white or black. So I'm like, was his mama black or was his mama white? So I had to go see. So I go over to Justin's desk and I'm kind of like peering over. I'm a little short if y'all didn't know. I'm peering over and I see he got a fade with some waves. And I said,
oh, he like Hispanic or Dominican or something.
I'm like, okay, he a nigga. Like, or even if he ain't a nigga, like he carried himself. He got a fade.
He got culture.
So finally I pop over there to say hi to him. And I guess he didn't see me walking by because I am short. And so I'm like, hi, I'm Alexis, girl. When I tell you he jumped up out of his seat.
Legs.
And then he was drinking Starbucks. So I'm like trying to flirt in my corporate way. And I don't have a lot of practice because like I said, there's not a lot of men that I go for at my job. And I'm like, so what's your Starbucks order? Because you can tell a lot from a man from what he orders from Starbucks. My other coworkers are standing over there like,
What are you doing?
Like, oh my God. And then he told me, so we're talking about it. I'm like, I hate matcha too. And he's like, I was like, well, I sit over there. And he was like, well, I might have to come over there and get some more like Starbucks recipes, And I was like, please do. My friend. And then I came back to my friends. I was like, was that too strong? They're like, that was very strong.
I'm glad somebody was there to tell you, bitch.
But anyways, all of that happened. Shout out to Steven.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to know, have you ever dated one of your coworkers or had a crush or any kind of like work husband, work wife situation?
One time.
Really?
I talked. It wasn't even a talk. It was like we text. And then like he made it so obvious because he came to my
weirdo. The one who ended up being weird. Remember, he ended up leaving the job.
Yes,
that's
because we
him.
stopped talking. So, okay. First of all, it was already awkward, bitch. I'm low key.
Yeah.
This nigga came to my desk and brought me candy. Like, that's cute and all,
Skipped
but like,
everybody's desk, but just came straight to
and even my coworker was like, damn, he must like you. And I'm like, thanks.
What candy was it?
It was like some skip. We was talking about like my kind of candy.
Mm-hmm.
So that next morning, he brought me the candy that we was having a conversation about. And I'm like, this is awkward, but thank you,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was cute, but it was just like, I feel like at the job, it's just, you should be low key, you know? And he was being high key. And I wasn't really fucking with that. And then when we stopped talking, this nigga came in the next day and like was leaving. And I was like, this is so awkward.
So in between that time, in between the Skittles, his little offering to you, and then his departure, in between,
Not departure.
How was the like dynamic? Like, was it short-lived? Was it outside of work? Y'all would hang out? Did y'all just keep it at work?
No, like we went on a couple dates.
Okay.
We was hanging out for real. Like we probably talked maybe like a month or two.
I don't think I've
You
ever
never had a work boo?
Yeah. Even when I worked at the mental hospital, now there were some fine niggas there, I'm not gonna lie. But it literally was like, I'm not even gonna say like a dormitory. It just felt like everybody was sleeping with everybody.
Yeah.
Or Miss Ashley over on Unit 6, she be talking to Mr. Devin. But also I heard, and then the kids would get in the business. You gotta understand, some of them kids were teenagers. They would have been like, I see Miss Ashley all up on Mr. Devin.
You're like, ooh, now tell me tea, sis.
Right, girl. I'm hearing shit. I heard everybody's business. I was like, ain't no way I would ever. I just think it's so awkward. I think my biggest thing is that, I mean, obviously, when you talk to somebody, either y'all end up together forever or y'all end up breaking up.
Yeah. It's a bad vibe now.
When you think of the odds, most likely, it's more likely this man is going to be somebody that you walk away from than the man that you settle down with. And then you got to think about that. Like, so then what's the vibe going to be? Is it going to be awkward? Are things going to get petty? Like, we have to work together. And, some niggas do get in their feelings. And even if they don't get outwardly disrespectful, you can kind of feel it in their vibe from then on. Or you can feel it with how they talk to you or now. And it just gets really uncomfortable. So I'll be, But I don't know. I'm like...
No, I was very skeptical at first, and I don't know if I would do it again though, because like I don't want to be in that awkward situation, Yeah. But I mean, I work from home now, so I feel like it wouldn't be like as awkward, because I don't got to see you. But like if I had to see you every single day, bitch, I don't know if I could do that.
Even when I talked to the guy who used to deliver for UPS,
yes. That's how I'm like, that's
crazy.
So awkward.
Like, that shit was crazy. He was sending me roses and stuff after his girlfriend reached out to me on our first date. Girl. Like, it was just awkward because now this nigga knows where I work. And he ended up changing his route. I was like, well, thank you. I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
At least I didn't have to change jobs. Yeah. Like,
and that bouquet of black roses, I must say, I don't know what he was trying to say, but I loved them. I was like, oh, these are cute. Like, I don't know if he was trying to say, oh, this shit dead. But I'm like, this is really cute. Okay.
All right, let's get into the next topic. Okay. Having your own identity in a relationship. Like, do you believe in that? Or do you think that getting into a relationship, like y'all create y'all's own identity?
I do believe in it. Have I always adhered to that? No. It'd be hard in the beginning. Like, you really be wanting to be in a nigga's skin in the very and the same with him. Yeah. And then like the first few months, and then there comes the first time where he's like, oh, I'm going out tonight. Oh, where are we going? Oh, no, I'm going with my friends. Hold on.
Our friends?
You always wanted me to come out with you. Why not this time? What about you?
I think, like, of course, being younger, I remember just like having a nigga and like we was on some I want to see you every day type shit.
Attached at the hip.
Attached at the fucking hip, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do think I'm more so like I want to have my own identity.
Yeah.
Like I want to just be like, I've always kind of been like a busy type of person. Like I'm doing this, this, and this. And I think that helps me keep my identity. You know what I mean? And so when I start talking to somebody, I think it's very important that I still make sure I'm doing my daily duties.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like making sure I still like make it a priority to go to kickball practice because that's what I was doing before I met you. You know what I mean? Like making sure I still go to my games, making sure I'm still going to the gym, making sure we recording, like just different stuff like that. I do think is very important to make sure you have an identity and like when you have your own identity, you don't feel like your whole world is about a nigga. You know what I mean? So when y'all get together, I think it kind of helps the relationship in a way because, kind of make y'all not miss each other, but remember why you started fucking with somebody.
And it makes me want to be more intentional about having a little distance, because I think that's the one time when I did feel myself on like a workout spree. Like I was really hitting it one summer.
Yeah.
And then my ex, around COVID, he came back around into my life. And when I tell you, all of a sudden, like, I don't got time for the gym no more. Or I don't got time for this no more. Or even when I was going out with the girls, I'm leaving early so I can go to his house and we can end up in the bed at the end of the night. Like, so I think that I struggle with that, but I have to be super intentional in the beginning about setting like boundaries, like no matter, just because I want to see you every day and night, like I have to make sure I tell myself, no, just stay at home.
Yeah. But I also think it's very important that my partner has his own identity. Like I need that that will be the balance because if I'm out living my life, if I'm with y'all, we travel, if I'm out traveling and like he on some, like you just be doing too much. I don't need a you doing too much ass nigga. Like I need a we doing a lot. So I think he needs to also have his own identity. Like I think he needs to have his own friends. I think I need to have my own friends. So speaking of that, do you think that friendship like coexists or like mingle when you're in a relationship? Or do you think it stays your friends and his friends stay his friends?
In a perfect world, I would love for us to mingle. But I think that once again, and I hate to be just like already projecting into like the breakup or already preparing for if things go sour. But just so that it's not messy and just like, I'd be like, maybe it should just stay like separate, you know? But I love the idea. I hope that one day, look at me, I hope that, mother, please. But that if I get a boyfriend, it sounds like a charity case, but I'm saying when I get a boyfriend, that he's so cool that he can come hang out with my friends, just not all the time. And there's still that boundary there. But I do want somebody who I could commingle with his friends, but also there needs to be, I don't know.
I think it could happen. Like, I think both. Like, I need it to be healthy. Like, boundaries. I think healthy and boundaries is, like, my key.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely want... Because I feel like the person I date, when I'm hanging with you, I'm like, okay, can you hang around my friends? And that's important to me because my friends are important to me. So I definitely want us to coexist friendships and like co-mingle friendships. But also, if me and my friends hanging out, I don't need you to be like, I thought those were my friends too. Like, yeah, they are. But like, nigga, those are my friends. You know, like you have your friends. Go hang with your friends. And also sometimes in a relationship, y'all meet friends together. I feel like those are the friends that y'all go hang out with together. And it's more so like, okay, those are our friends. But my friends are my friends, nigga. You know them. Yeah. And you can call them friends. But like, you don't got to be with me every time we hanging out.
Right. And also it gets to the point where like, let's say you and your man get into a disagreement. And now your homegirl's like, well, I kind of see where he's coming from, girl. Or he's siding with her. Well, babe, you know how you can get... Like, yeah, I mean, you want somebody to tell you when you in the wrong. But also, like, let's not forget who the fuck...
Your loyalty lie with me, nigga.
Nigga, come on. And bitch, why the fuck is you sticking up for my nigga? Like, come on. Like, well, I don't know, girl. Period. I think you should just hear him... girl, not right now. Like,
this
well,
not the
you know,
time.
he DM'd me and we were talking. Y'all were talking about it. Like, bitch, are you forgetting whose friend you are? Like,
Yeah.
I see stuff like that happen, like in the movies.
In the movies. Now, I feel like it's different if you meet somebody in the friend group. You know, like that's different. Like it is kind of gonna be biased a little bit in a way, you know.
Look, when I tell you, me and my ex, we went on a double date with his homeboy and another girl. Her name was Alexis.
I know,
too.
I remember.
When I tell you,
You
the
and the
way me and old boy
homeboy.
was clicking, finishing each other's sentences. You watch that too, girl. Like at one point, he was
That
like,
nigga was sick.
"All right, y'all. All right." Even the girl was looking kind of like uncomfortable. Girl, from then on, my DP fantasies, he was the other one. I can tell my ex. I can say it now.
But
that
you
he's
could
not
not
my
tell that
boyfriend.
nigga that. That
Yeah.
nigga would have been sick, bitch.
Like, babe, but you're there too. I just think about both of you guys fucking
Girl,
me at
he
the
couldn't
same
handle
time.
that.
No.
That's one of them niggas that would not have been able to handle that bitch.
At all. Extremely insecure, but also I guess that's a wild thing to say. Okay, so I want to know how you feel about this screenshot that I came apart.
Ooh, I love
across.
a good screenshot.
Girl. And you know, we like to talk about kids and what we do if we had a kid, and we ain't got no kid.
Not one.
I don't even got one on my schedule, on my radar. Like, I mean, like, I don't got, like, by the time I turn 32.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
what's going to happen at this point, bitch. But, okay, so the caption says, my 16-year-old daughter feels entitled to my child support I get from her father. How would you handle this? I also think her father is putting things in her head. Either way, the money he sends is for me to care for her, and she doesn't grasp paying my bills, which also benefits her siblings, is a part of this. So here's the text message. My dad told me how much he pays you in child support, and he showed me. I just don't understand how my dad pays $1,900 in child support. When I ask you for something, you always say no. Also, you use the money my dad sends to take care of me to spend on Aaron and Jess. When I ask you for something, it's always a problem, and you threaten to take my phone away when I do anything you don't like. If it wasn't for me being here and my dad paying, you couldn't afford to keep the house. I do love you, but I feel like you take advantage of having me here. I'd rather live with my dad, and I just want to allow for it to happen without making it a big issue. I don't think it's right that I don't benefit from my dad's child support, yet you spend it. So did Lil Mama make points?
Definitely made points.
Okay, but what were the
Valid
faces?
points.
What were the faces?
I mean, it's just like, damn, like, I mean, she kind of entitled, but also I couldn't imagine being a mom. Like, there's responsibilities that come with that. You got to have a roof over your head to suit the need of a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if you remember this, but there's this hypothetical situation that I was like asking everybody. Let's say a kid goes to his dad's house for Christmas, gets all these designer clothes, all this really nice stuff, but the mom says you can't bring it home because you have siblings and it's not fair to them. You know, it's one of those situations. So how would you feel letting your 16-year-old benefit from all this money, yet you have these other two kids? Like, how do you not let there be resentment between the siblings? Try to keep them on the same level, not make it so obvious like she's more cared for than y'all. I can see why that might be a hard situation for the mom to like navigate.
Yeah, but also like if her dad taking care of her better than the other kids' dads, you can't really hide that. You know what I mean? Like the mom can try to make peace and balance, but if the daddy is doing what he needs to do as a father, it ain't really nothing he can do. You know what I mean?
What I do say, I think that let her go live with him.
Yeah.
You know, let her go live with them. She's 16. As long as there's no fear of like any inappropriateness, you know that like she's safe with him.
Especially she wants to go do it.
She was able to verbalize it. Let her go do it. And even if it is just for her to see like, or even for him to see like there's more that goes into providing for a kid than stuff like buying stuff for them or giving them money. You know, bills is a part of it, you know? So let her go with him.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And yeah. So I did have a little follow-up to it. So she was responding to people. And she goes, for those of you asking, she is complaining. She asked for her nails done, which would be unfair to her sister. So no, not happening. Wants money to order lunch at school from a pizza place they can order from. Asks for money for things that are unnecessary. I give her money for things that are a necessity. Recently began demanding $800 to do driver's ed. I can't just use $800 for driver's ed right now. She lost me at the driver's ed.
She lost me at the why if her daddy giving her money Why she can't get her nails done? I mean, like,
I guess I'm thinking about it would be so hard for the two sisters in the same household.
But like, it's unfortunate, like that. One of your baby's daddies is doing what he need to do as a daddy. Yeah, that sucks. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to say it. That's why you got to watch who you have kids with.
Or even girl, if that's the case, if she acting like this, either break down the bills and show her, which I mean, you don't got to do that, or. Okay, fine. Whatever doesn't go directly from you, I'm going to go ahead and put it in a trust and nobody's going to touch it. It could go towards your first car. It could go towards college. But you're not going to sit here and basically she's accusing her mom of like...
taking her money.
Yeah, basically, right? Like, yeah. And as a mom, I would be offended. So either let the girl go live with him or be like, oh, okay, you're right. So I'm just going to put all the money to the side. And when you hit 18, you can have it. Like, I don't know. But okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like you said, going to live with her dad will probably be the best bet, honestly. So, all right, let's get into our segment, Wild or Wild Not. You ready? Wild or Wild Not? I'll never believe I'm the only one. I'm going to just enjoy my time with you. Wild or wild not?
It depends.
It depends on what.
Like,
the day, the nigga.
Way. I could go either way.
Okay, I'm going to say that's not wild.
Okay.
Bitch, you know me. I'm not asking no questions.
Yeah.
I'm going with the flow. You don't ask me no questions. If I don't ask you, don't ask me. Like... I feel like let's just respect each other, you know, and let's just take care of each other's needs when we're in each other's presence, you know? And I feel like we'll be good.
Then I'm gonna say wild just because I love disagreeing with this bitch. But because you know what? I don't even know if this goes with my wild thing.
Talk your shit, Lex.
You know, I can be a little delulu.
You can.
Y'all know I like I like the boyfriend-girlfriend experience. I don't know what the fuck you got going on when I can't see it. I don't go through phones anymore. I'm not gonna go looking for it. But nigga, put in some fucking effort to make it seem like I'm the only one. Like, it matters to me. Like, I'm not on it don't matter. Like, nigga, I need to believe I'm the only one. I'm sorry. Or you gonna hear my mouth. I don't like that shit.
What if, like, he treating you like you the only one when y'all fucking with each other?
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think that's, like, what that means. Like, it don't matter who else you fucking with, but, like, as long as when I'm in your presence, you give me the energy where it's just like, oh, this nigga ain't fucking with nobody. You know, like, I think that's important.
I think that's the biggest thing, but I do find myself getting into these ruts where I do get offended. Like Comedian Bay, like, can't
you
believe
real
this
sensitive
nigga.
too, though, Lex.
I can't believe this nigga got other bitches. Like, we can be in the middle of fucking. I'm like, he just fucking other bitches.
See, I don't think about that.
I remember I was rubbing on his back. I felt a scratch. What does nigga say?
Brother.
He said, and then his lies that's the thing. Like, why are your lies not better? He said, oh, I was trying to scratch myself with a broken hanger and it scratched it a little bit. Shut the fuck up.
See,
because the way the scratches were going were why was it going?
Is this the same nigga who said he had COVID? This is the red flags. But he like, because of what?
He be lying, bro.
But see, you bold too, though, because you be asking.
Right then and there.
Yeah, see, I don't ask.
Right then and there. And I also be amused, like, let me see what this nigga finna come up with.
Say. Yeah.
I was like, you a lying ass nigga. Yeah. And then he started working harder, and I forgot. So, you know, win.
A win is a win, people. A win is a win. Yeah, see, I ain't asking shit. Like,
I needed to know. Like, I don't know, man.
I want to sleep at night.
See, and I'll be thinking, I'll be like, Lex, don't ask, or just go with the flow. You know what it is, so I don't know why you upset. And I'll just be sitting there and be like,
looking stupid.
You know, I find it funny how, like, I do not be letting up on these niggas.
Be getting involved. I ain't got time for that.
Okay, look, I saw this video.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play it for the mic. And if you're watching, you'll be able to see it, hopefully.
Okay.
And so tell me if you can't understand what they're saying, but I need to know your thoughts on this, okay? Okay.
And I'm sorry, what's going on?
Well, I overheard my husband's friends and him making fun of me.
Oh, man. What about?
Well, first of all, we're newlyweds. After our honeymoon, my husband and his friends were having a group video call. I chatted with them for a bit, and then I excused myself to go for a walk. Then I made the biggest mistake of my life. I forgot something and turned back to get it. But everyone had thought that I'd left. His friends had started to ask him about our honeymoon and started poking fun at him. Eventually, one of his friends asked him if my looks were still a problem for him. He told her he loved me and that we had a great honeymoon and that...
Hold on. He told her? All right, sorry. I don't want to interrupt you. Continue.
It was a group of them. He told her that I'm beautiful on the inside, despite him liking lighter skinned, slimmer girls. Mm-hmm. He told them that we can't have it all. She insisted on asking him if he felt like he had downgraded from his ex.
Oh, jeez.
Who was light-skinned and slim. And he said, maybe.
Oh,
but
gosh.
he said that what I make him happy. And another one of his friends, I'm not sure if she was trying to help, said that maybe it would help a lot if I had lost some weight. I'm not morbidly obese or...
So you
said I'm not morbidly obese.
Right. So you heard the gist of it.
Yeah.
Is there any coming back from that?
Girl, divorce that nigga. Like, what?
I mean,
I don't even think that's debatable.
We're going to play devil's advocate. Devil doesn't need it, but this is your husband now. Mm-hmm. And he made the points of, whatever he said to his friends was before they were married. And I'm guessing he was, you talk to your friends about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem like he was being nasty about it, but genuine concerns. And he goes, you know what? But she's beautiful in the inside. She makes me happy. I love her. Does any of that matter?
It matters, but you still not loving me for who I am fully, entirely. Like, the fuck? Imagine, I feel like just imagine if that was a friend, Lex.
Bitch, if it was me, I'd be
That's what
distraught.
I'm saying. Imagine if I had a friend that was overweight or obese and I'm talking to her about my other friend and she walk in the room and I'm like, she's so fat, but she's such a nice person. And it's like, what the fuck? Why are you talking shit about me? To your homegirl? And
that's her husband.
What?
That you're supposed to feel like that person has you
that's what I'm saying.
Against the world. And you don't even really like me.
Yeah. Bruh. I feel like you just don't like me for who I am. Two things could be true. He could think she's beautiful on the inside, but he could also think she's obese, and he don't look at her. He might not be attracted to her.
But I feel like we
crazy.
talk about this all the time. Guys spend a lot of their life, kind of maybe fucking up things with women that they really do like. And then they get to the point when it's time to settle down, maybe. And sometimes they do settle.
Yeah.
Or maybe the person that they really did love and were attracted to, she don't want nothing to do with him because he fucked her over when they were young or something. So the reality is that a lot of people, or maybe even women, there's plenty of women who settle just to have a husband and they not fully attracted to the man they end up marrying, but he's a solid choice. It's a reality.
I think that's different than you going around talking shit about your partner.
That's the problem there.
And I feel like in those situations, no offense, but I feel like the woman grows to she's just in a space where she I want to get married. I see marriage potential in this person. He could be a good husband, a good father. And she looks at those qualities and usually they fall in love. But it's not this nigga ain't shit. I just don't think you should be going around talking about your wife or your husband like that.
Yeah.
That's not real genuine love to me.
What's such a double standard? Have you noticed that when men are with you'll see a fine ass man and maybe the girl he's with isn't that cute, maybe she's big, maybe she's this,
and they be like, she must give good head,
or she must have a fire personality or something like that. She must have held him down, been real loyal. Now, if you see a fine ass bitch walking around with an ugly ass nigga or he's old as fuck, it's none of that. It's not, well, maybe he has a great personality. It's, he paying her bills.
He must got money.
She go to, he must got money. And no other reason she with him. It's damn, why? Maybe I like him because
for who he is.
And he got money.
Bitches love ugly niggas though.
Okay, yeah, no, that was fucked up. I was like, oh my God.
I'm not,
I can't even say what I would do to myself.
I can't get you with that. Yeah, bitch, could you imagine walking in on your husband saying that, Lex? Girl, that's how I was like, what's brown sugar? Divorce. Let's make a toast to our divorce, because we definitely get divorced. Like, for sure. Okay, next topic. You ready to go on to the next topic?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of piggybacking off of last week when we was talking about red flags.
Ah, yes.
So kind of a part 2 to red flags, okay? I know we kind of gave a gist of our red flags, or like what we feel like a red flag is. Do you think that you have red flags now that they were not red flags in the past, or vice versa? Like they were red flags in the past and maybe they're not a red flag now?
Yeah, I used to be cool with a nigga with kids. I kind of thought it was adorable.
That's the first one, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like a hard stop for me. I pay my dues. Yeah. I can't do it. I used to be willing to build a nigga up. You know? Now it's just a hard stop for me.
Yeah.
And you can call me what you want, all the names in the book, but I feel like I paid my dues. Okay. Like, what else?
I feel like for me, like you said, definitely building a nigga up. Like I feel like when we was younger, we was definitely like when niggas like, oh, we can like, you know, make them better.
We gonna hustle together.
Like, yeah, like we gonna go together. We gonna build together, which is cool. But like you need to have something going for yourself now. Like you know, like I can't put potential in you, and I feel like
you have to be strategic, a little strategic. It sucks, but I mean it's the reality of things.
I feel like I used to try to put potential in niggas. Like, oh, you could do this. Like, you know, like you could be this, and it's like he gotta want that shit for himself. You know, I'm not doing that in today's day. Like you gotta have that shit in you. I would say I feel like back in the day, a red flag was not like I was okay with somebody who was like not a good communicator. Like I didn't really care about that. You know, like I'm like, oh, whatever. Like I'm not a good communicator either. We could work that shit out. But now I'm realizing like if you're not really a good communicator, it's kind of a red flag to me.
Or I used to love a nigga who... No, I agree. I'm like, that's like no shade, no shade. God, no shade. I've had enough. It's enough. Sorry. No. But another thing was I used to love a nigga that could be like, I fucking hate my ex. I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah, you did used to like that toxic shit.
Like, yeah, like bro, me too. Like he hates her. Nowadays I know that mean one thing.
Yeah,
like
they still fucking.
So you gotta have I don't want no nigga, even if the bitch was the worst person in the world. I don't like when a nigga down talks any of his previous bitches to me. Yeah. Because it shows me when we stop talking,
it's gonna be dogging your ass.
It's gonna be me too. So that shit not cute to me no more.
Period. I'm trying to think of what else too. Or like what red flag did I used to have or didn't used to have? And I'm like, I feel like for me, when I was younger, it sounds crazy, but like I was not. I'm like, kids, like, how that's gonna work, you know? But now it's like, okay, it could work. Okay. It could happen. Yeah.
I feel it. I feel it, girl. Okay, I feel like I had one, but I cannot fucking remember it. Which sucks.
Yeah, I feel like your red flags back in the day was definitely on some toxic shit.
Well, like even now, okay, so I have to fuck. Oh, you know what it was? Back in the day, my ex used to ignore me to play 2K all the time. So I started being like, you know what? I don't want no nigga that play video games. God, please play video games.
That's a PTSD.
Leave me alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want no nigga with an Xbox. I don't want that's childish little boy shit. Please, like you said, have a life. Yeah. Have something you do to unwind. I'll go watch my weird ass shows that you don't ever want to watch with me. Like, please. Like, I think it's so adorable now when niggas get on the game and stuff. I just have PTSD. I used to be super childish too, and like I would catch my and we used to fuck all the time. I used to catch my ex like masturbating like in the bathroom. I guess he was just horny as fuck. But it would be like to
which one? The last one or the second one before last?
College. Oh. Yeah, and it was always to like some like white MILFs. There was this one lady in particular. She's a very famous white MILF. What was her name?
Not Coco.
Sarah J. Oh. I think it was Sarah J. It was like Coco. But I used to be like, so I used to get on him about watching porn. I was like, that's cheating.
Oh, brother.
I was also like 19, 20,
Yeah,
guys.
that's true.
Okay. And
I was thinking about it too. I was like, bro, I was so fucking childish back in the day.
as
Like,
fuck. Now a nigga, bro, I've been with my last ex. He wasn't freaky at all.
Mhm.
He made it seem like I was the whore of Babylon. Like, and I didn't even get in too deep with it with him. I need a nigga that's like
on that shit.
open-minded
Yeah.
at least.
Mhm.
Like, bro, don't make me feel like I'm fucking disgusting when I
Yeah.
try to do stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what another red flag is now that was not? Bitch, I used to love me a hood nigga.
I still
I
do.
used to love me a hood nigga.
You don't anymore?
Bitch, you can't still be in the streets at 30. Ain't no motherfucking way.
When I say hood, I mean like, okay, like hood persona, but not like actually. in the
yeah,
streets.
like I would definitely, you know what I always say, I like me like a, you
Ghost.
know, no, not a ghost. But like I give, that's where you came from. But I need you to have elevated. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got time for me to be worried if you out in the streets and you getting shot. Like, we don't got time for that, you know? But I used to love that shit back in the day, bitch.
I wish I could say that changed.
God, my poor bitch. Like, bitch, I used to love when a nigga used to pick me up, like, you trying to go for a ride? I know what that means.
Girl, when
Better
I
go
was
make
a
some
comedian,
plays.
baby, when it made plays,
I
had the
used
gun
to
in
love
my
making
lap.
plays.
Girl, he had me counting the, like, he brought out bags and counting it. And I'm like, well, I'm going to record. He's like, make sure you, 1, 2, 3. I'm holding it up to my ears. Like,
That thumb used to be through that check, boy.
30 years old. At 30 years old, I still do
Rolling up in the car, like, we used to be on some hot shit,
Oh my
bruh.
God.
I have learned and I have, thank God, matured, because, bitch,
Yeah, you done had a police kick down your door behind a nigga.
girl, let's just say,
Take our stories for
come,
days.
let's just take a moment of silence. Okay.
Y'all knew.
If y'all knew.
Just had a whole SWAT team staring down at them. Oh my God.
I'm glad times have changed.
Our
honey.
God is good.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and close out the show with what we've been
Yes.
watching.
I'm still watching my show.
Oz.
Y'all, it's so fucking good. Oh my God. I'm so obsessed. It's just so entertaining. Like, did I tell y'all about what it was about last week?
Mhm.
Okay. It's so good.
You told me about the one girl inmate and the whole.
She was on death row and they
Yeah.
killed her she got hung. But yeah, it's so good.
Okay, well, I've been lucky me. They just started American Horror Stories. So not only is American Horror Story out, but
That's
the
a new show?
Stories is out where he where it's like an anthology series where each episode is different.
Okay.
So he dropped 4 of them on Hulu. I'm on
Okay.
like the 3rd one, I think.
Okay.
So there's that. And am I watching anything else right now? All of the Real Housewives are coming back, so I've been getting on my like reality TV shit.
On
But
your
I think,
Zoom, huh?
so that's it for that. What about MySpace songs?
Girl, my baby came out with a fucking EP today or a fucking album, y'all. It is so good. Oh my God.
Can you tell them who your baby is?
Girl, Brent Fayez. Y'all should know by now. He did a fucking not remix, but a sample to Crazy Feelings, bitch.
Oh wow.
Yes. I was like, oh my God. And it's so good.
Is it just him or he got somebody featured?
No,
on it?
it's features on it too.
Mm.
And then the first song, Tim's intro, it's a sample to, I want to say Destiny's Child or something, but it's so good. Oh my God.
Okay.
It's like typical Brent. But
Which
my MySpace song,
Okay.
yes, I'm going to probably go with Last One Left, which is the sample to Crazy Feelings.
Okay, that's the one I'm gonna go listen to. Also, because I just saw that he was dropping. I think yesterday I saw somebody say he was dropping. I said, "Oh, me and Taylor about to have a good." I said, me and Taylor about to have a good Friday in the aspect of music because Mariah the Scientist also dropped an EP. It's my girl's birthday, so happy birthday, Mariah. But the song Different Pages on there is very good.
Okay.
And also 77 Degrees is featuring 21 Savage.
Okay.
Both of those are very good. And y'all know I love her music. It's very much so. And I love that she writes all her shit. So all of it is written. I love how her music is unpredictable. It's not like the typical like verse, chorus, chorus, chorus.
Bridge.
Ad-libs. Like she really switches it up.
Yeah.
Like I love that she does that. So and all of her music, like if you listen to her music, it sounds like so like otherworldly, like ethereal, like is that how you say it? Ethereal? or whatever. So like the actual like melody or like tunes of it or the instruments or whatever. But yeah, girl. So it was a good day for us music wise.
I love that. I love that for us. It's always a good day when new music drops for real, for real.
Yes. But thank you for rocking out with us. Episode 7.
Yes.
I don't know why I just tried to do
what
a
the
set.
fuck?
Episode 7.
You be embarrassing me. Yes. Thank y'all again for tuning in. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Make sure y'all follow us on Twitter, Instagram.
Real
Make
life.
sure y'all, what's Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Yes, make sure y'all just subscribe to all of that. We really appreciate y'all, and catch us next week.
Peace out.
Bye.